So anyway, yeah.
Eagles coming in.
Farm animals.
What the hell? What the hell? How you guys doing, brother? How are you, Coach? Good to see you. Mommy and Dorr. Get out. What's up, brother? How's everybody? How's everybody? Sit down. Don't you spill my coffee, big man. Thanks for making room for us on the couch.
Yes. Got my most comfy couch out here for you.
Nice. What are you guys talking about? We hear bad things.
I was just telling that farm animal Benning story. It's not a big deal. No big deal.
You wouldn't be interested.
Yeah, you would.
I heard the word on the street was you guys were talking some serious smack on the United States Army Rangers and maybe special operations. Is that true?
Always.
Just the truth as we know it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our views.
You know?
So, what do you got?
Well, we have something to say about that. All right. Welcome back to Tactical Hyve, you sick, twisted freaks. Hey, today I got together with a whole bunch of cool dudes here in the undisclosed location that we love to come to. Jungle, of course, jungle terrain. I think I'm in Central Asia or something, right? I think in Vietnam just for a minute, even though I never went there before. But Dorr, Coach, Dave, myself, we're going to be talking some smack on each other's professions, I guess, a little bit, right? You're going to talk some smack on Rangers, and we're going to talk some smack on Navy SEALs.
We're just going to tell the truth.
I would say that truth will set you free, Coach.
Hey, before we get started, guys, just want to thank today's sponsor, and that is DryFireMag. If you're living in that striker fire world, having to rack the slide every time you pull the trigger, it impedes the training process and is not the deal. Go and check them out in the description below. They can match you up with pretty much every major make model striker fire platform. And we use them here on the channel. We also used them in my last job when we made the switch over to the striker platform. All right, so again, just check them out in the description below, and let's get into it. All right, my greeny weenies. Thanks for being here.
I heard that you guys said we can't follow directions.
Yeah. We are also pretty close to the ocean. Do you want a life preserver?
No, but I didn't make it yet. I would just like credit for.
Yeah.
I would like credit for I followed the directions to get here.
Well, first of all, we can navigate.
Yeah.
You can follow directions.
Yeah.
And I don't want a life preserver. I want water wings.
Your GPS got you here just fine.
Yeah.
You might have heard that I don't swim very well, so
I'll get into that.
All right.
Actually,
Holy cow.
if I'm being honest about it, I still screwed it up, and I went next door and scared the hell out of your neighbor.
So she recognized the shirt.
She's kind of a frail old lady. I'm surprised you didn't give her a heart attack.
She was frightened.
Was it a young lady, wasn't it?
Yeah, the young lady.
Oh, okay.
Got her. So,
Anyways,
navigation.
enough of that.
Yeah. It went well enough.
So what do you Navy homos got to say about us?
Well, where do we start? For one, you guys roll deep.
Valid.
Big numbers,
Valid.
big presence. We're
Yeah, fair point.
more of a small unit, and wow, a lot of destruction, a lot of chaos. But seems pretty organized. From the outside looking in.
Controlled chaos.
Well, thanks for the bonus on that part.
Yeah,
Thanks for that, yeah.
For a cloud of locusts that you picked.
Dude, I'm telling you, I really think they were like locusts. Even when I graduated and went somewhere else, your boys, our boys, my old boys would show up and walk away, and there's nothing in the pantry.
That's also valid.
They'd come by. You might see some crumbs in the pantry. There's a wrapper. Oh, hey, where's the, oh, never mind. The Rangers were here.
The salt, the pepper's gone.
So someone else doesn't steal it.
Yeah.
But it's the old premise of sleep when you can, eat when you can. And dude, I remember when I was a Ranger, you didn't get some of the nice stuff that some of us got, right? So we'd land and go, and somebody would say, help yourself, boys. And
That's all you have to say.
You can trade some cool stuff. You got some riggers tape and some zip ties. You can get pretty much anything you want from a Ranger at that point. It's like they don't give you guys 100-mile-an-hour tape. Or, I don't know.
We have it. We just use it on all the privates.
And there's so many of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys to tape down.
A lot of tape. Going in through it by the piece.
didn't you say you, like a supply area where they had cool things like hollow points or headlamps or something, then they would be
just
removed?
knickknacks. So, all the air consumables, batteries, different types of ammo, maybe some of the throwables that were a little bit more exotic. than maybe they were used to, and that all that shit was just gone.
Isn't that funny? Could you imagine you just walk up,
Smorgasbord.
I'll have some of that.
There's no sign saying keep your damn, green hands off them.
Keep your mitts off of this shit.
And they do have 2 cargo pockets that they could fill up. So
Look, 3-volt batteries. Surefire batteries.
We'll take it.
That's true story.
Ammo. Oh, look at this. Because they get all ammo, man. So for the most part, I think, so.
well, exotic hollow points.
Yeah, that'd be.
And as long as you're putting them in the right places, I mean, doesn't matter who's doing it, as long as the job's getting done.
Well, we also heard via social media that once Navy SEALs are with you, though, everything goes much smoother. Is that true?
Well, I'd like to think so. I'd like to think so.
They've mentioned as long as there's no mirrors around.
Yeah, that is true. If you want to stop us in our tracks, just put mirrors up.
Quick look. Make sure your hair looks good.
Hair looks good, Dutch. Old Master Chief. And it's true.
At least I have hair, bro.
And I would much rather have to manage my locks than walk around with that tie and tight that makes a Marine blush. I know those have kind of gone by the wayside, though.
Yeah, they're gone now, but that's it's a painful part of it.
Relaxed grooming standards.
Yes.
Oh, we can say it's you know what? You say a painful part of the past, but I
say it in banter.
I think that 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds need discipline. And outward displays of discipline are boots that look good and haircuts that look good.
Yeah, and as time went on, our sideburns got shorter and shorter, and your mohawks got longer and longer.
Yeah.
So
in the middle. Somewhere in the 2000s.
That's a valid point.
Yeah, in the early 80s, we looked, it was long hair and whatever else. And they kind of tightened us up after a while.
I've seen the movies.
Yeah.
Well, of course you have. Everybody has. Yeah. They've made movies about Army guys, like Army SF as well.
Nobody cares.
Well, there's Black Hawk Down, obviously. One of them, they're the greatest, so I'll give you that. But
12 Strong. New one, right? Nah. He had Thor out there riding a horse.
Yeah, and then if you're into that kind of thing, which you clearly are, that's okay. But I mean,
don't make me break out my secret weapon when it comes to this thing here.
Chuck, I love Chuck, but there's the Delta Force movies.
Those are terrible.
And then there's our movie, the only
dude's riding around with a motorcycle with rockets on it.
Yeah. You guys got that right.
We don't have that.
And then even
it's not a thing.
Lone Survivor. The SEAL part of the movie is actually phenomenally well done. Like it's realistic, but then towards the end, when they bring in the Ranger, it completely went to shit. Yeah. That's not really the Army's fault.
All in black uniform.
Did you notice, their kid, what they were doing, they obviously didn't have any Ranger...
LNOs?
LNOs or advisors on that.
Okay,
movie.
segue quick. I like that movie. I do.
Yeah.
I found the film enjoyable. Went to see it by myself. But do you really stand in front of all the other cats and sing this sing-song like that dude does?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's cool, because I like that.
Yeah, I did too.
So we would make Rangers do the same thing. There's skits to be done. There's other things you make Rangers say.
Meet the privates.
Especially the Ranger Creed. You got to do something like that. But the sing-song, that was cool, bro.
And it's not done as much anymore, but man, when I went through Buds, you were singing all the time for morale. It was like, it's one thing we went to jump school. We're just out there singing. And, these Army guys are like, what's going on? And the leadership was like, man, these guys are motivated. How do we get our guys motivated like that? No chance.
Well, you come to airborne school as a small tribe.
Yeah.
So, and then airborne school usually is a bunch of different people all populated in one place because they have to go to an airborne unit, so therefore they have to be airborne qualified. So, but they're just nobodies.
And we just got them with Buds.
Right.
We're in ultra shape.
And you're bulletproof.
Yeah, completely. So, their torture sessions in the pit, the PT was like,
no big deal.
We'd screw up just to make them have to, hear the other guys whine. Because we needed a good workout. And we weren't getting it.
The airborne shuffle wasn't doing it for you?
Airborne.
Yeah.
Airborne all the way. Hey.
Yeah.
I wish I still had that.
Ad nauseam.
I left my airborne boots at Bang. We had an apartment out in town, and they gave us these massive leather, the biggest boots, something you'd see a Rammstein concert. What the fuck are these things? And I think the Navy actually bought them for us, but you weren't allowed to wear jungle boots. At Benning when I went through. But that was in 2004.
You ran with tennis shoes, though, right?
Oh, yeah, in boot camp?
Well, no, not just boot camp, but airborne school. Did you not run in tennis shoes?
No, we wore boots.
We were in boots because I thought
Yeah.
for sure
So,
you
but
probably
we
guys
brought
were in
our-
tennis
By
shoes.
the time the youngin got there, you know.
Yeah. No, we brought our jungle boots, and then they piss on us about that. So we had those Bates lights. Have you seen those? Those are the Buds boots.
Yeah.
That are basically like a shoe that look like a boot.
Yeah.
And so we'd wear those, but for jumping, we had to wear those ginormous, like, industrial sprocket. Was that Mike Myers skit? Like, sprocket. Like,
Now it's
make-
Sprockets when we dance.
Yeah, we're making sprocket jokes in line, and guess they don't watch SNL because I didn't think it was too funny.
That's funny. That's funny.
But
Jokes are always funniest when you have to explain them.
yeah, man. Holy hell. Army Airborne Schools, 3 weeks, 3 days of training in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Navy
Packed
Airborne
into 3
is Monday is classroom and ground school. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is jumping, and Friday's a makeup day for weather or whatever.
That was free fall for me. It was like, oh, here's how packed to shoot. Get on the bus.
Right.
Ooh, I think that might be. We might be able to peel some onion away on another story on this one, but I don't want to touch that just yet. But okay, so one of the things that we think that one of the things you have maybe going for you is you have a recruitment area for wives.
Yes.
Some of you dudes come from the beach in Virginia. Some of you dudes come from the beach in California.
But they both come from
You can
the
also,
beach.
you can
Yes.
also import them from other places.
Import them? Yeah. What do you guys do?
Say hi.
Say hi in that awesome American accent, and yeah.
Sploosh. What was the irony, though? The irony I thought was we talk about this. If women came up to us sometimes, if we were in Columbus or we were in Savannah or maybe even Lewis area, I don't know, but we would act like we were part of a swim team or something.
Yeah. You guys can swim?
We can swim.
Yeah, actually prove it.
Well, you don't have to prove it. You just tell them you are. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So as far as chicks, I mean, Virginia Beach fills up pretty well in the summertime. It's a destination for that, for the East Coast. But in San Diego, like,
Yeah, year round.
endless.
You ever been to Fort Polk?
No.
I don't even know where that is.
It's in Louisiana.
That's
Is that Louisiana?
Yeah.
Almost all
Tiger
army
Land.
posts. All army posts seem to be in the worst locations
Yeah.
known to man.
I grew up right outside of one. So.
See, early on I realized before I joined the Navy, in order to have a Navy base, you pretty much need to have a port for your ship to park, right? And there's just going to be a city around that.
Yeah.
Army base, you got somebody's wandering out in the middle of the freaking desert in Kansas goes, hey, this would be a great place for an Army base.
wants it, we'll take it.
Miles and miles of nothing. We can launch rockets here. Let's make it a base.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Yeah, the camp followers will show up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that kind of limits the.
The recruitment for you, yeah. It's shallow.
It's shallow, stagnant, and
Terrible.
yeah,
Terrible.
Yeah, but out here it's like shooting fish in a barrel without any water in it. It's San Diego's a pretty cool spot. You know, living in California sucks, but San Diego's pretty awesome.
I'm envious.
Yeah, San Diego's great. California sucks, but at least out here, like everybody knows who everybody is. You know. But in your guys' side, like, what is up with this, like, not really a ranger thing? Oh, you've got your freaking tabs and your scrolls.
Oh, come on, it's simple.
But as soon as the tab guys just say that they're rangers, you know, and they're everybody, and then
They're not.
As soon as a real guy comes around, obviously,
Can you explain the club levels that you got
club
here?
levels.
Yeah. It's really easy. You have a school, which is just that. It's a school.
Leadership school.
Anyone can go. It's a leadership school. Anyone can go to it. If you are a ranger.
Even girls?
Yes. Even girls.
Touche.
But I have a secret weapon. I'm not done with you yet, Coach.
It's a leadership course.
Yeah.
It's the premier leadership course.
And if you pass that leadership course, are you a ranger?
No, you're ranger qualified.
Ranger qualified.
And that's the guys with the little rocker that says Ranger on it.
Black and gold little tabs.
Yeah.
It's a tab.
A tab, okay. Gotcha. Little
Rocker
patch.
patch.
You can take a guy, private, just finished RASP, just finished airborne school, gets assigned to the regiment in one of the various battalions, and he gets a scroll. Even without that ranger tab on top, just the scroll. The kid is a ranger. He's assigned to an operationally.
There you go. Operational.
But he went through
the
the whole
75th Ranger Regiment.
Is he like waiting to go to Ranger school, or is it?
He will go to ranger school.
Eventually.
In order to take a leadership position inside the regiment, he has to be tab.
Yep.
So before he can be a team leader or higher, he has to be tabbed.
The part of the culture is this: you're not going to stay there as you graduate, obviously from E1, E2, E3, E4, whatever. You're going to become a junior non-commissioned officer, right? Mm-hmm. So if you're going to be in a leadership position in the Ranger Regiment, the Scroll, you have to go through the leadership course known as Ranger School. So if you want to have any kind of longevity and be someone in the Ranger Battalion or the Ranger Regiment, you're going to have to go to Ranger School.
So like on your resume that you wear on your shoulder there, what goes on the top? Is it Ranger first and then the Scroll, or where are you in the airborne and then I threw a grenade and
goes? Is there a GED tab? GED, airborne.
Now we're talking.
Like how many fucking tabs can you put on one shoulder?
Well, I believe it could be 3.
4.
4? Yeah, 4.
Or better go with 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you were assigned to the 82nd or 101st, they have an airborne tab.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then you have your Ranger School.
Yep.
If you went to
do Special Forces.
You went to Sapper.
Oh, and Sapper.
Have a Sapper tab, and then you can do your Special Forces tab.
Yep.
Is there an air mobile tab?
No. It's a badge.
What the helicopter?
Air assault.
Yeah.
Air assault.
And also,
that was 3 weeks in the Army.
Every time you're left foot hits the ground.
Those 101st pilots are pretty legit. I've got to work with them, and it was a lot of fun. They definitely know what they're doing.
Oh, 101st one. You guys also flew with 160th all the time. Yeah. So, I mean, these are the creme de la creme, right? Mm-hmm. These are the best of the best. These dudes are badass. So, anyways. So, yeah, does that clear it up? Does that clear it up?
Yeah, that's just clear.
Clear as mud?
Yeah.
Clear as mud. Scroll is a lifestyle. It's a culture. It's a tribe. It's a unit, right? I love what Dave said. It is a fully functional, deployable unit. The Scroll, the tab is just that. It's nothing. It's a school. It just tells everybody on your resume that I went to Ranger School.
Now, one last question about that. Is there a hierarchy? Like when we have if you have more than one special warfare pin or warfare pin, you can only wear 2 of those on your uniform, though. The Trident's always on top. Okay. Is there something special like that about your resume and your armors? Just happen to be whichever one you're at or last place you were, or there's like which one is better?
I think in the end, it can be a personal decision. You don't have to wear all the schools that you did that. Mm-hmm. So if I was a Ranger leader, I'm going to wear a Ranger tab to make sure that all my men know that
the Ranger tab always goes on top.
On top, right? And then the Scroll, of course. As a Ranger, that's what I was most proud of.
So it says Ranger twice.
Yep, Ranger.
You have a tab and a Scroll.
And do you get another badge?
Ranger and Stereo.
Different uniform. So you didn't wear a whole lot of patches when you were wearing a utility uniform, right? But you did when you were wearing a dress uniform. And so the Ranger tab also is a dress uniform badge.
Okay.
You wouldn't wear it on your shoulder this time. Now you'd wear it on your breast. This is
with all the other chest candy that you got there.
And yours. You got a bunch of chest candy too.
Second half.
Don't give me that crap. I know.
Second half of your career, you had the knife patch.
Yeah.
And then did you wear the Ranger patch as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Not the Scroll.
The dagger. Sorry.
Not the Scroll, but the leadership course tab.
Yeah.
And it's Fairborn Sykes Commando dagger, whatever for JSOC, USOC, whatever it is.
Right on.
Okay.
Where's your bone frog tattoo?
I don't have one.
Did you write a book yet?
Gotta have a bone frog.
Bone frog.
So that's my question, because every SEAL that I know has their bone frog from the display.
Well, I never said I was a...
Or like right here back there. Don't they have it as a tramp stamp?
You can. Once you filled everything else up.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Is there like a minimum weight requirement for equipment for you guys? Because, I mean, you see the pictures and you work with guys, you have so much shit on. Like, how the do you fit in your vehicles? Like, it's amazing. And even like a big dude, like, you'll see guys wearing like plague cures with Kevlar like shoulder pads, like shitloads of mags, full shell helmets, and it looks exhausting.
Did you wear shoulder pads?
You don't really see it in a regiment. That's conventional Army. You'll see that.
Yeah, we can segue into another whole thing. To me, that's a leadership issue, right? I think in the end, the commanders of any infantry force, right, again, is 100 to 120 people in a regular infantry company, right? Mm. And they're scared to write the letter home to say, Mrs. Dorr, I'm sorry that your son gave, right? So what happens is now they weigh these guys down with so much, right? I think the best, to me, again, this is just me, but shoot, movie, communicate, right? You need to do it. You need to do it quickly. But this guy, this risk-averse guy who runs these companies, they're so afraid that they're going to have to write a letter home. They make him wear shoulder armor, side plates, back and forwards. He had the jammer. He's got to have a Halligan tool. He's got to have this. He's got to have that. He's got to have extra ammunition. He's got to have water. He's got to have, maybe he's carrying a ladder. He got so much stuff he can't shoot moving communicate anymore. And that is a great point you bring up, because it's one of my passions. That, it's like that Band of Brothers or that Saving Private Ryan moment where Captain Miller says weapons and ammo only. Captain, it was Lieutenant at the time, Dick Winters says, hey, weapons and ammo only for Bree Corps Manor, man. It's just, that's it, because you need to be fast. Because pieing doesn't work. That's a whole other video.
Hey,
it works.
Just having all that on you weighs you down, makes you a better target. So my always theory was I'd much rather be more maneuverable and harder to hit than less maneuverable and able to soak up the hits.
I'm still gonna wear level 4 plates,
chicken plate. Yeah.
But let's go. I need to be faster here, right? So we evolved in that whole evolution too. We used to have drop leg holsters. We used to have like a breacher bag. We moved all that stuff up here. So if you had a helicopter crash or you're in the water or something, you could just pop this whole thing off, right, and survive. But we even moved our pistol holsters up to the armor. So,
Yeah, a lot of that pistol on the chest stuff as well. Because walking with all that stuff is terrible.
Yeah, keep it. Yeah, as soon as you start have to walk long distance with that crap, everything comes off your legs, off your, your belt gets a whole lot lighter. At least suspenders come out. You got to keep that off the hips. And just to survive. Yeah.
We have a question for you guys that I don't know how to.
Our parents actually taught us how to swim.
Oh,
yeah.
That wasn't my question. I don't give a crap who taught you how to swim.
Okay. And we'd heard on your guys' video that you did that you were a little envious, maybe, and sore, a little sour about how well our books and movies do.
Is that what it was, envious?
Because there's a shitload of Army books and movies. I mean, Chuck made 3 of those movies. And I'm
There's
telling
3
you,
of those?
The second one is
Nobody
a
cares.
gem.
Nobody cares. They're all
Gem.
terrible.
Delta Force 2 is a gem. You need to check it out.
Terrible movie.
It's right up there with Iron Eagle.
Yeah.
Terrible movies.
Yeah. I liked the second one. Growing up, I had it on VHS. Anyway,
Beta.
yeah,
You probably had it on beta.
There's a ton. There's a ton of other forces, the other branches. They put out books and they try to make them into movies, but it just doesn't seem to work.
No one reads them.
Nobody cares. Nobody reads.
What did that dude on social say? If you want everybody to know about it, you bring Navy SEALs, because they're going to write books and make movies about it, right?
They literally are embedded with us, just writing it all.
If you don't care, send somebody else.
The secondary MOS of a Navy SEAL is not just UDT underwater demolition stuff, but it's also combat camera and public affairs.
Do you guys, as part of, just right before you finish BUD/S, is that where you do your essay tests? Or do you do an advanced class later on when you go through land warfare or something?
Essay?
Essay, yeah. ESSAY. You write an essay?
Oh, yeah.
When you write, when you show how talented you are writing?
Yeah. So the first essay is the second to the last week, last not Hell Week.
Yep.
And those are always fun.
Oh, I bet.
No, but as far as like using the media, true story, I'll keep it quick. I checked into BUD/S at night. Got my, signed in, went to the barracks, went to bed, woke up, went to my work party right there on the BUD/S quarterdeck, grinder right off the quarterdeck, and we're up. I'm still in my prison uniform from boot camp, and they came out. The instructors came out, and you don't know if they're going to kill you right there on the spot or what's going to happen. And they go whisper something to the officer in the E5, and they take us over to supply. And we go over to supply, and there's all these bins filled with equipment, and like good equipment. And we're like, this is my first day, and we're getting all this stuff. Like, grab these bins, take them over to the classroom. So we grab the bins, we go over to the classroom, and I swear to God, guys, the very first thing I ever did in NSW was support the photo shoot for the SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs 2 video game for PlayStation.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah, and our BUD/S instructors are the ones in there.
I'm not sure I'm proud of that,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not saying I'm proud of it, but I'm going to let you know that it is ingrained in us. It's ingrained in us from day one in the community. Within the first 24 hours of checking into Naval Special Warfare, like, we are supporting a video game.
Well, I'm just thinking, dude, because when I showed up in 1986, nobody knew what a SEAL was.
Yeah.
It was like there was nothing. So this is new. This is your day one, it's new to me.
That is
this whole-
flag level decisions.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it
And
has to be.
DC level decisions being made.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So they are
Says you will.
leveraging the hell out of it because the movie with Charlie Sheen, if you haven't seen it 500 times, you're wrong. I mean, when he steals his car back off the flat, I mean,
Oh, dude.
come on.
Jumps off the.
There's no better Navy recruiting movie ever made.
Whoa, I think Tom Cruise probably has something to say about that, right?
Yeah, there's Tom.
Tom Cruise might have
He
been
wasn't
something.
recruiting for the Navy.
Isn't that
I
Navy?
said Navy recruiting.
Isn't that Navy?
They had recruiting
pilots,
booths
Navy-
outside of movie theaters.
Yes, they did. I remember that.
Yeah.
You and I are old enough to know. You went to that show. I mean, you went to that one movie when it first came out, right?
Yeah, we
So
did.
did I.
But
I just don't
Saving Private Ryan and Black Hawk Down are the two best war movies, in my opinion. Those are good.
Realism for Saving Private Ryan, that was Dog Green Sector. If you read Bob Black's Rangers in World War II, that's really almost verbatim. That really comes from there. The 29th Infantry Division General Coda said, "Who are you guys?" And he said, somebody said, "We're Rangers." He said, "Lead the way." That's how that's all
Yes.
comes about. That's all from Normandy. But the Bangalore torpedoes, the taking of the high ground at Dog Green Sector, that's right out of, I mean, you could read Bob Black's Rangers in World War II and it's right just like that. It's pretty damn good.
And it was the Navy that got them to that section of the beach because they were supposed to be the second wave at Point de Hoc. Man, we'll really get into the weeds.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know how they cut off and Tom Hanks and Tom Sizemore don't know where the hell they are? But they'd done map studies, so Tom Hanks was able to figure it out. They got too close to the beach too fast. They were taking too much fire. So the Navy, and I believe it was British Navy, running those particular landing crafts, which I don't think was in the movie, they said F it, and they just turned left and went into the beach and dropped them off in the wrong spot. But that first wave that wasn't resupplied of the Rangers, those guys got it done. And they, they were up there on that.
That was probably also their call to order was F it. Some of the best plans are like,
Yeah, we'll start the war from right here. Fuck it, here we go.
Oh no, yeah, we
We're
can
doing
go
it live.
We can go a whole nother video series about
I guess, I don't know.
Mission Command.
All right, man, we're gonna throw it out there. Now, that's a spark.
We're just rolling with it. Roll.
His sparks are starting my fire, yeah?
Down the rabbit
Take
hole.
that any way you want.
Anyway,
Awesome. But yeah,
awesome.
it's cool to have the time to like really get into the weeds because, on active duty, you're extremely busy, especially at any time in a joint environment. I spent the last couple of years of my career doing joint exercises. And, as GWAT, there was that stutter step where we thought it was going to end, and then that really awesome decision that was made that created ISIS kept it going. But right at the end of my career, as things started to look more peer centric, there was a huge emphasis on the joint aspect at every level. And for those of you that don't know how to spell joint, it's ARMY. Army is king. They are the big dogs. And we have been adapting and learning quite a bit. And it's pretty cool that you guys never stopped using the sand tables.
oh yeah.
The Army, yeah, like our sand table. We have them, and we use them in some of our like
rock
big
drills.
training blocks and the rock drills. But the Army takes it to another level. I don't want to give anything away, but they use modern 3D technology, and they have amazing, perfect scale sand tables. And I
haven't seen one lately.
yeah,
seen one
and
a lot.
it's you can bring everybody together. It's right there. You're not looking at a screen. It's real. And being able to bring guys together that have never worked together, I mean, it makes a huge difference. And that is one of the big things we learned from you guys right away. And obviously, you guys have TF-160 in your back pocket, and they don't go anywhere without those things.
Nope, true story. And so to compliment you, a lot of great guys for sure. In the 2005, 2006 timeframe when we did joint work together in the Western Euphrates River Valley, like guys like Tommy Valentine, fantastic dudes that were, friends for life for me. It's just really good dudes, smart, innovative, fearless. So there you go.
They were always talking SPAC. We kept it as PG-13 as we could. Overseas, it was anything but we were over there doing the same thing, pretty much, the same mission sets and fighting the same savage enemy and giving it to them. And, there was, differences. Obviously, they're different types of units, but I was always impressed and humbled.
Yeah, well, I enjoyed my time working with NSW guys. Same thing, 2006, 7, 8 time frame, Task Force 17. We talked about it a lot, but I got to work with a bunch of the teams, and it was good, really good.
Always a good time.
Yep,
Right on.
a lot of respect for you guys.
Hey, the more we take the piss out of you, the more we like you, honestly. If we're not taking piss out of you, yeah.
That's right. If we're not talking trash. Hey.
Yeah, you ain't worth talking about.
What they're talking about? You ain't talking shit, man. What are we even talking about? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah. What about the 500-pound bench press thing?
Oh, yeah.
Are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could actually do that. Knock that out for you right here. Why don't you go hop up on
Yeah,
it?
just chalk it
Yeah,
up.
every SEAL can bench 500. What else did he say? Run 5 miles in 5 minutes?
5 miles in 5 minutes. That'd be tough. That'd be tough.
I don't know. That was the 80s.
I know.
Yeah, freaking.
Rogue warrior, baby.
They didn't start drug testing in the DOD till what? The 86, 87?
I don't even know.
Here's something I found interesting with NSW, my time with them, and we play a lot of jokes on each other at regiment. I know you guys do too. Mm-hmm. You guys do not take it so well when we play tricks on you, though. I'm telling you, this is two experiences, right? We were standing up the Bob Fernandez, and so we were living in the RFAB tents, right? We still didn't have hard structure tent stuff, right? So we're living in RFABs, middle of the summer, hot as hell, and just the fun banter, like the little things we would do when I'm walking out to go to do whatever, like throw a chair under the door so you can't get out, and then walk to the back and turn the air conditioner from cold to hot. And then they watch the SEALs trying to get out of the door, right? You would expect like a friendly banter response, like they would start that.
That would piss me out, bro.
That mission cream.
I'll piss everybody. That's what makes it funny.
No, they just got pissed off and they got really quiet and they stewed on it, right? I didn't know this. I didn't know they were stewing on shit, right? Because we would have just done something back. The boys, and again, trying to be cohesive, were going to tape up one of your guys' like E3s. They were having an E3 party, and so our E3s were getting taped up, your E3s were getting taped up. Just your guys also didn't take that so well. It damn near turned into a full-on fist fight.
How about that?
In the
Well,
There's a lot of those.
you can deal with yours. We deal with ours. It's like, you cross that line, and I don't know. I'll take a lot of crap from guys with tridents on. But,
I get it.
if you don't know, if you haven't worked together yet, or if you're you're not in it yet.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's not proper. Hey, dude. Yeah, stay over there.
I mean, you guys had these really cool vehicles. I think they were called Panders.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd never been used before. And while you guys were off doing something else, a mission came up and we used them. We left little notes saying, because the guys
fuck them all up?
No, we didn't screw them up bad. Or, we let little notes saying, tested by Gold Squadron, combat approved. Just shoved them in there just for because the techs that were driving were like, oh man, those guys are gonna be pissed off that you're the first ones to take these.
They were probably illegible because they can't write. We all know they can't write, they can't read,
Well, yeah, even if we could write really well, you guys couldn't.
Get a long way. It's been a long way with stick figures and Post-its.
Caveman this, caveman that. All right.
Anyway.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks for being here with us. We just wanted to, have a little back and forth on our experiences with one another. None of us ever actually worked together overseas, but, it's all the same.
Guys that look just like him.
Yeah.
Did the same things. Hut.
Yeah, the hut.
Yeah. Appreciate it, guys. It's good to see you.
Right on.
Right on. Well, anyway, thanks for being here. Hope you liked the video. And we'll see you next time.
Out.
Out.